It's Andrew's Schatkin show time. Andrew, what's our topic for today?
The topic today is going to be something the world today does. Many people don't want to hear it. It is going to be what is commonly known as the Ten Commandments. There's an issue in the world today about morality, Neil. People really kind of want to make up their own morality subjectively. They don't want to hear an objective standard of morality. Correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. And so they make the moral standard whatever they want to do. If they want to be transgender, they do that. If they want to be gay, they can do that. I'm not saying you can't do it or shouldn't do it, but I'm saying people want to make up their own moral standards and not have anybody interfere with that position, essentially, or tell them otherwise. But the Ten Commandments are very important because, number one, they were handed down supposedly in tablets of stone, in which we are told that this is God's standard of morality. Which you don't have to accept it, ladies and gentlemen. You can go along with anything you want. Let's take a look at what I think are the most important ones. One of the first one I think is extremely significant and very irritating to many people in our society, tremendously irritating and annoying. That is, you shall have no other gods before me. The Jewish God, Jehovah, is saying in this commandment, there's only one God, me. And this is the God you have to follow. Many people will object to that, correct, Neil?
They will.
Yeah, they will find it annoying. They will find it irritating. They don't want to be told there's one God. But unfortunately, that is the position of Jehovah or Yahweh or the Jewish God. And it is the position of Jesus, and he is the exclusive way to know God. He claims he's God. He claims he's the exclusive way to know God. So this is a position that many people in our modern world, because of the diversity of our religious faith, and let me tell you something, Neil, I have no objection to other points of view. I really don't. I don't have an objection to an Islamic person having their own faith and beliefs, or a Hindu person having their own faiths and beliefs, or a Sikh, or whoever they may be. It's fine. We live in a free society, and we should allow people to have their own faith and beliefs. But on the other hand, Christians and Jews do take the position which is defined in the first commandment, that there is only one God, and that God is the Jewish God or Jesus, period. Too bad if people don't like it, but that's the position that God is told he takes. Why he does this? Because he doesn't want people to worship all kinds of thousands of idols. Take a look at the second commandment, ladies and gentlemen. He says you can't have graven images. Why does he say that? First of all, in the society today, it was extremely polytheistic and consisted of idols and images. Maybe it was all right. I don't know. I can't say. But this commandment says and tells us that God is a spirit. He doesn't have a material being. He is not a material being. He is not made of stone. He's not made of wood. People at that time, many societies in that time, took that position that God was able to be represented and known in an idol, a stone idol, and a piece of wood. God and Jesus say no. He is known. God is a spirit. I think that's very important in this commandment, that he says he is a spirit. He is not some sort of a stone idol. Now, many religions, in fact, have these idols. Take something like Hinduism, which I have great respect for. There's a certain percentage of Hindu temples that have thousands of gods, don't they, Neil?
Oh, they definitely do, for sure.
Yeah, they do. I don't know. I think they're changing in the modern world, but that was their very ancient religion. That's ancient polytheism. That's Greco-Roman polytheism. That's where people believe there was all kinds of gods, and it's more important, these gods had no moral compass. It's very important to know in the ancient way of thinking that these polytheistic systems had no morality, unlike Jesus, who makes tremendous moral statements, which I'm going to go into later today. That's a fact. I want to talk about another commandment, which is very important to me, It is the 10th commandment, in which we are told that we are not to covet be envious or be jealous. Now, why does he say this? That's a mental state, Neil. That is something God is condemning to a mental state and being. It is quite interesting that God would feel it so important to tell us not to be jealous, not to covet, not to envy, that he hones in on somebody's thinking. In these 10 commandments, he hones in our thinking. Now, why is he concerned about coveting and jealousy? Because he is concerned that coveting and jealousy, you know, and I know, it leads to all kinds of problems in human relations. It leads to killing, actually. It leads to robbery. It leads to murder, all kinds of things. That's why he hones in on coveting and envy and jealousy as something to be prohibited. He's very concerned about it. And I think it's very significant. This is a significant, these are all very profound moral advances. This business of having no other gods and not having graven images and not coveting. Not coveting is a tremendous moral advance in which God is telling us your thinking is wrong. Your thinking is bad.
Absolutely. All right. So Andrew, your books are coming out soon, right? They're
Yeah.
out.
Yes, I just published a book on the Psalms, a commentary on the Psalms, 390 pages, published by Our Universe. It's on Amazon. It's fully available. I'm publishing a book on the miracles in the Bible, soon to come. I'm publishing 2 blog books of my literary, theological, and political and job blogs and current events. They're going to be compiled in 2 separate books. I'm also planning a book on the book of Job. Book of Job is very important to understand. Job was an Edomite. He was not Jewish. How that book made it into the Hebrew canon, I have no idea. But it's a wonderful book. It's modeled on Greek tragedy. They say he had Greek influences, and it's in the Bible, and it's well worth reading. What do I say at this point? Read. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. A society that does not read will sink into darkness.
All right. Schatkinshow.com. Take care, guys, and we'll see you soon.